Hello and welcome. My name is Dylan Ayaloo. I'm the founder of Hot Power Yoga, and together with me today is Craig Norris, one of our senior teachers. And we're going to be doing a short tutorial on upward facing dog, just so you can practice safely in upward facing dog, and it can really help you through your practice. So let's set it up and come straight into upward facing dog, and then we'll work with some variations. So starting flat to the floor and having your hands just by your shoulders. You want to have your feet toes spread wide and the feet pressing flat down into the floor. Then you come into your legs with an internal rotation in your thighs. The tailbone then curls back, so you're lengthening and tilting the pelvis forward, but really lengthening through the lower spine. From there, use your hands to traction and lift the chest forwards, traction through the ribs and the lower spine. So you're creating as much space as you can between these 2 points. Once you've got that, then you can start to come into the shoulders. So he can choose how much of a bend in the elbows he has here, with rolling off the shoulder blades back towards each other and lifting up through the chest bone, lifting up through the crown of the head, and he's drawing his neck, the chin into the neck, into Jalandhara Bandha. Belly is pulled in, tailbone is back, and make sure you're never forcing more than the body wants to go in your upward facing dog. So then coming back down just for a little rest. So good variation if you're working with compression in your sacrum or your lower spine. One of the variations is to have a block in between your thighs, and let you place that in between the thighs. So squeezing the block in between the thighs, pressing the feet down to start, squeezing the thighs in with an internal rotation. The block is just there again as an anchor to connect the brain, and the dots down into the legs, so engaging into the legs. Sacrum, so it's tailbone, he's already got his tailbone tucked back or lengthening back. He's already got his ribs pulled forwards, and he's going to use the breath to pull the chest forwards to come into cobra and then into upward facing dog. So with plenty of breath, he's really in his breath, and he's lifted up off the floor. So here, the block is just an excellent tool to get you into your legs, to lengthen the tailbone back and lift up through the ribs. Roll the shoulders back and lift up through the chest bone and the crown of the head, as though you've got a piece of string pulling up through the crown of the head. And then release to come down. Just give him a bit of relief. Another excellent tool can be to have a block in between your ankles, and squeezing a block in between the ankles, as well as or without a block in between your thighs. So squeezing a block in between the ankles, just bring some awareness into your inner ankles right through the inner thighs. Then the other block, squeezing that block with your inner thighs. And tailbone curls back. Lengthen through the ribs. Lift up through the chest. Roll the shoulders back and lift up through the crown of the head. So creating again as much space as you can in your lower spine and your thoracic spine. Keep squeezing the block, both blocks if you're working with both blocks, feet active, thighs active, and lifting up through the chest. From there, gently release to come down and relax down to the floor. So that is a short tutorial with some variations that you can use in your upward facing dog, so it's safe and you can really just be spacious in your lower spine, especially because that's just an area that a lot of us just compress into, and over time it can just start to injure us. So enjoy your upward facing dogs, and I look forward to seeing you on the mat.